You know, it's a tough pill to swallow, but your life will not move forward one single inch until you get brutally honest about exactly where you are right now. So today, we're going to break down why progress is just absolutely impossible without facing reality first.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Do you want to wake up 5 years from now, look back, and realize you've been running in circles, making the same mistakes, all because you were a little too proud or maybe a little too scared to just be honest with yourself? Of course not. Nobody wants that.
And this quote, right here, this is the whole shebang. It's the core idea. You can't improve a lie. You can't build on a fantasy. And you absolutely cannot fix something if you won't even admit that it's broken. This one idea is the key that unlocks everything else. So this leads us to something I call the progress paradox. It's that feeling, you know, the one where you feel completely stuck. You feel like you're putting in all this effort, but you're just spinning your wheels, not getting anywhere.
See, the paradox is that the very thing we do to feel safe, pretending everything's fine, is the exact trap that keeps us from moving forward. Hiding from the truth, well, that isn't being positive. It's just avoidance, and it's a guarantee you're going to stay right where you are.
Okay, so how do we get out of this? How do we break this cycle? Well, it all starts with a simple but incredibly powerful admission, a phrase that you probably already know really, really well.
Hey, if it's good enough for NASA, it's good enough for us, right? When things went sideways on Apollo 13, they didn't get on the radio and say, Houston, things are looking pretty great up here. No, they stated the brutal, terrifying fact, Houston, we have a problem. And only by admitting that truth could they even begin to work on the solution and save those astronauts. Your life is no different.
That single sentence, that admission, it unlocked everything that came next. So why is this principle so incredibly effective? Well, there are 3 concrete, really powerful reasons that this kind of radical honesty is the true starting line for any real growth.
All right, so let's unpack these. First up, we're going to talk about how getting clear gives you all the power. Then, how this simple act of honesty can literally save you years of wasted time. And finally, how it opens you up to the support you actually need to succeed.
So, reason number 1, clarity is power. Get this. A Cornell study looked at 72 executives and found that high self-awareness was the single biggest predictor of their success. It wasn't their IQ, it wasn't their fancy degrees or who they knew. It was their willingness to be honest about their own strengths and, more importantly, their weaknesses. The people who made it to the top were the ones who knew exactly where they stood.
Think about it like this. It's a perfect analogy. You literally cannot use a GPS without telling it where you're starting from. It's impossible. But that's exactly what so many of us try to do in life. We have this amazing destination in mind, but we refuse to just drop a pin on our "you are here." That starting point, it's everything.
Okay, on to reason 2, and this is a huge one. Facing the truth saves you years. Just look at this contrast. An entrepreneur who's in denial, they could waste a decade on a failing business model. But the one who's honest, they can pivot fast. Someone in denial could stay in a toxic relationship for years. Honesty lets them reclaim their future, today.
And that brings us to reason 3. As long as you walk around pretending you've got it all figured out, you're basically putting up a giant "no help wanted" sign on your life. You slam the door shut on mentors, on good advice, on people who genuinely want to support you. Admitting you don't know something isn't weakness. It's the key that unlocks that door. And this right here, this captures it perfectly. Getting that tough feedback from a mentor, hearing that your work just isn't there yet, yeah, it stings. It hurts the ego. But that painful moment of truth is so often the exact pivot point that separates staying stuck from massive growth.
So I know what you might be thinking. Isn't focusing on all my problems just negative? And that is a totally fair question. But this isn't about pessimism. It's about something much more powerful, a mindset called the Stockdale paradox.
This idea, from the author Jim Collins, is, well, it's a game changer. It's not about choosing between being an optimist and being a realist. It's about having the discipline to be both at the exact same time. You need unshakable faith that you'll succeed, and you have to confront the cold, hard facts of where you are right now.
You have to hold both of these thoughts in your mind at once. It's saying, I have the ability to build my dream, while at the same time admitting, and right now I have $50 to my name and 0 sales skills. See, acknowledging the brutal facts doesn't kill your faith. It gives you the map you need to make that faith a reality.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. This moment of truth, it's not some kind of failure. It's not the end, it is the beginning. It's your official starting line.
So I want to ask you right here, right now, what is it? What's that one truth that's been nagging you? The one reality you've been kind of pushing to the side. I want you to name it.
Just take a second. Fill in that blank, even if it's just in your own head. The truth I need to admit is, the moment you say it, you shine a light on it. And once you can see it clearly, it starts to lose its power over you. And you can finally start to do something about it. So please, remember this. The first real step toward greatness, it isn't some big action. It's a quiet admission. Admitting where you are is the only way you can ever get to where you want to go. So confront your reality, because that's how you finally get the power to change it.